Poi quando viene buio, come si fa a leggere? Ci ho solo pensato adesso. Ma uso, cioè, una torcia. Slip through the streets while everyone sleeps, getting bigger, sleeker, wider and brighter. We bite, scratch, scream all night. Magari uso anche il telefono per songs we know. Into the sea, you and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opening ceremony of the Napoli 2019 30th Summer Universiade will start in 10 minutes.
Signore e signori, la cerimonia di apertura della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019 comincerà tra 10 minuti.
show from southern Italy and the beautiful Campania region, which will be our backdrop for the next 11 days of sporting drama and endeavour. "60 years since Turin hosted the first Universiade, it is the turn of Naples to put on the show, and they have quite a show for us tonight. The President of Italy is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the Italian Republic. Signore e signori, accogliamo il Presidente della Repubblica Italiana, Sergio Mattarella.
Welcome to the iconic San Paolo Stadium in Naples, and a very good evening to you from me, Alec Wilkinson. The city of Naples, along with the towns of Salerno and Caserta, have welcomed around 6,000 athletes from around the world. Wherever you're watching, a very good evening to you. The sun is setting across the city and the stadium. Not quite full to capacity because of the staging of the opening ceremony and the extra space needed. So just under 60,000 people here for this opening ceremony. And now we begin the countdown proper. And I can promise you the next 2.5 hours will be full of colour and drama. After all, this is Naples.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the opening ceremony of the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019.
Signore e signori, benvenuti alla cerimonia di apertura della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019.
There are two recurring themes to this opening ceremony: Vesuvius the volcano and the sparkling bay of Naples. Both will be ever present in the stadium tonight. And the show begins at the beginning, which is always a good thing, the beginning of Naples. And the siren Parthenope, who was washed up on the shore where fishermen found her body and laid her to rest under the gaze of Vesuvius, her body morphing into the fishing village that was to become Naples. modern-day siren is local athlete Maria Felicia Cadaturo, who last year broke the free diving world record by diving 115 metres for 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Extraordinary stuff. This will seem like a walk in the park for her. A 60-metre long trail on her dress, and the idea is that it is filling with water the Gulf of Naples, which on this show is that U shape that takes up half the playing area of the stadium. And those chairs, all 6,000 of them, will be filled by athletes once they've paraded through the stadium.
Come sindaco di Napoli do il benvenuto alle atlete e agli atleti in questo bellissimo stadio e soprattutto vi do il benvenuto nella nostra bellissima e splendida città. Napoli, città dello sport, città dei mille colori, città dell'accoglienza, città della pace, Napoli, città dell'amore. Ma soprattutto io e il popolo napoletano
So the mayor of Naples welcoming us to the city of sport.
Emozioni straordinarie nella nostra città. Welcome all of you. Un abbraccio da Napoli, voglio.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes of the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019.
Signore e signori, accogliamo gli atleti, i protagonisti della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019. Albania.
And so begins the great athletes parade. We have 6,000 of them from 125 countries to get through. Every continent represented, with athletes from every one of the 18 sports competed for here in Naples. Albania represented by 3 athletes, and not all the athletes can be here tonight, by the way, because some competitions have begun already, and they'll be competing, the Albanians, in 3 different sports: athletics, taekwondo and shooting. And Albania is a country that's competed continuously at the Summer Universiade since 1995.
Algeria.
It's all the 3s for Algeria. They're here with 33 athletes across 3 sports: athletics, 2 of the martial arts, judo and taekwondo.
Argentina.
Argentina being led by basketball player Carlos Buemo. He'll be competing in his second summer Universiade. Somewhere there, he's carrying the Argentinian flag. They've really been a mainstay of the Summer Games since 1959. And they're here with 166 men and women aiming to add to their total of 5 medals from the Summer Universiades. And the crowd erupts into a Napoli Football Club anthem because, of course, Napoli's greatest player, Diego Maradona, was from Argentina. And I can see why he was so happy in this city, because walking around the neighborhoods where this stadium is, the São Paulo, has very similar atmosphere to the Boca neighborhood where Maradona began his early football career.
Armenia.
And that is Maradona's number 10 shirt. Well, the São Paulo is rocking now. And like the Universiade, it also happens to be celebrating its 60th year. Built in 1959 for Napoli. It's been freshened up for these games. 21 million euros have been spent to refit it. New seats, new athletics track. So a fitting 60th birthday for this great, legendary stadium of Italian football. Armenia are here with 14 athletes, 6 of them across 2 sports, shooting and taekwondo. Emma Pogosova is the national fencing champion, and she carries the Armenian flag.
Australia.
It's a shooter flying the Australian flag, Sergei Yuglevsky. Australia have won 167 medals in 24 summer university games, and they're here in strength too, with 193 athletes, although they are only the 6th largest team here. But there'll only be 3 sports that Australia are not competing in: football, volleyball and rugby sevens.
Austria.
Paula Schmidl of Austria, Austrian national champion in fencing in the épée, twice, 2015 and 2018. And what a big smile she's got on her face, and who wouldn't, walking out in front of a crowd like this. Traditionally a powerhouse of winter sports, of course, Austria, but they come to these games with 41 athletes across 10 sports, including sailing and athletics. And I laugh because the Argentinian team is still managing to draw songs out of the crowd.
Every time you believe in everyone and everyone, you know. Every time you believe in everything and everything you do.
see him flying that flag. It's the judo European champion from Azerbaijan, Fatiyev Murad.
Bangladesh.
Azerbaijan, 21 young athletes have come to represent their country with high hopes in judo, taekwondo and fencing. Just the two athletes for Bangladesh, both of them competing in athletics.
Belarus.
Belarus being led out by tennis player Alexander Layanenko.
Every time I believe a kiss will easy turn your day around. The whole life will become a little time to spend without a plan. Darling, it was meant to be. Oh, every time you just try to be yourself without a face to wear, and you try to believe.
45 students representing Belarus,
Belgio.
competing across 8 sports. Similar number for Belgium, around 41 athletes, 23 of them women, including 12 rugby players competing in the women's sevens tournament. And Maxime Kentez flying the flag for the Belgians in her second
Bermuda.
Universiade. Three athletes for Bermuda, 2 men, 1 woman, all of them competing in athletics. Big sailing nation, of course. I'm surprised they didn't enter a sailing team.
Botswana.
I think it's the first African country to enter the stadium. And they've chosen to compete only in athletics, with their 7 athletes looking to bring a medal back to Southern Africa. And they're up for it, aren't they? Zadio Mondo.
Brasile.
Flying the flag there for Botswana. Gabriele Costa of Brazil, football player, competing in her second Universiade for Brazil. There are 20 nations here with teams of 100 or more students, and Brazil is one of them. 116 in total. I guess in which sport they have the greatest number of athletes or players? Football. 20 men, 20 women bringing their samba football to the games. They won't be playing here, though, in the São Paulo Stadium, because this stadium is reserved for athletics. In homage to Italian cuisine. Brazil's first Universiade was a winter Universiade, interestingly enough, back in 1960. Their aprons thanking Naples and the region for its hospitality.
Bulgaria.
So Bulgaria are next then. The second summer Universiade took place in the capital of Bulgaria, Sofia. And the country's represented here by 9 sportsmen and women competing in 5 different sports.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Now, in recent years, Italy's been in the front line of migrants and refugee arrivals from across the sea. 40 of these placard bearers tonight have been chosen because they too came to the Campania region in recent years in search of refuge and a better life, and they've made their new home in Campania. Burkina Faso is one of the nations represented by those placard-bearing migrants. Two swimmers are representing Burundi.
Cameroon.
Pasquale, suo appoggio reale dal 53 e al 100° catenaccio. Alla sera mi sento uno straccio. Per fortuna che al braccio speciale c'è un uomo geniale che parla con me. Tutto il giorno con 4 i famoni, briganti, papponi, cornuti alla T. Tutto loro gustato d'anzio che sputa minacce e sapiglio con me. Ma alla fine m'assetto papale, mi sbottone e mi leggo il giornale. Mi consiglio con Don Raffaele, mi spiega che
So the athletes make their way across the stadium, and then they make their way around the stadium. They're planting their flags around the edge of the stadium. It'll make quite a spectacle when it's finished. Canada competing in 12 sports, including athletics, basketball, diving, fencing, gymnastics, soccer, a whole host of them. The full delegation totals 300, including the coaches, the staff, the medical personnel and so on. Now, holding that flag at the front is Hadray Gray, basketball player from Toronto. Quite a star of Canadian university sports. 14 men, 27 women competing for Canada in athletics. 7 men and 6 female fencers. And they brought 32 swimmers with them as well. Now, back in March, of course, Canada had a huge team at the Winter Universiade. You'd expect performed well in those winter sports. Back in 2017, at the last Summer Universiade in Taipei, Canada finished 16th in the 13 men. Ricetta di Ciccilinello, compagno di cella c'ha data a mamma. Ah, che bello caffè, pure in carcere sanno fa. Che ricetta di Ciccilinello, compagno di cella precisa a mamma. The Canadians took 4 golds, 5 silver, 4 bronze in Taipei. Aiming, of course, for more here in Naples. So the single athlete from Cape Verde makes his way across the stadium as the Central African Republic enter. I love their flag. So colourful.
Chile.
Cile.
Chile with 70 athletes here, including a large and hopeful contingent of 12 in Taekwondo. They've also brought big squads in volleyball and athletics.
Insieme a te vorrei fosse in eterno, ehi, come un gol allo stadio mentre sono in curva allo scontro diretto, ehi, mi profumi di strada perciò non mi
So they're walking on the athletics track that's been covered by a plastic sort of foam cover to protect it. When they pull that up after this opening ceremony, it's a bright blue track, brand new for these games.
People's Republic of China.
Repubblica Popolare Cinese.
Wang Xiaoji is MVP of the Chinese University Basketball Association, and he is out in front waving the flag. Chinese always hugely successful at the Universiade. China's won 965 medals in 20 appearances. He's ranked second in the Summer Universiade medals table going into these games here in Naples. I wonder if they'll be able to turn that around and finish top.
Parte un coro dallo stadio che sente tutta la città, perché ho fatto 1000 strade da
198 Chinese athletes here, competing in all but 3 sports. Gymnastics, judo and rugby sevens, the only sports China will not be challenging for here in Naples.
sigaretta mocca, la mano in già sacca e se ne va a smargiasso per tutta città. Oh Saracino, oh Saracino.
Interesting to know what the coach's advice is for the athletes as far as food is concerned. Naples is a real city for food lovers.
Repubblica Democratica del Congo.
The DRC represented by 2 students who will compete in athletics.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Famous for its pizza, of course. Naples, margarita, simplest but tastiest of all pizzas. Costa Rica here with 6 students competing across artistic gymnastics, athletics and fencing.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Costa d'Avorio.
Now there are 2 athletes representing Côte d'Ivoire. There's yet to be a Universiade held in Africa, although 45 African countries have participated since 1959. And Côte d'Ivoire has been at all but 2 of them since 1979.
Croazia.
Matthias Viljaka, water polo player, carries the Croatian flag. His team is bolstered by their water polo and basketball teams, not to mention 10 students competing in Taekwondo. So a total of 53 athletes here from Croatia made their way relatively short trip across the Mediterranean. The city of Zagreb, of course, a former host of the Games back in the 80s.
Cipro.
Cyprus with 25 athletes competing here. Very hot in Naples at the moment. It's not the stifling 40 to 45 degrees that hit Western Europe last week. It has cooled down, but still it is stifling in the stadium. And I wonder how much bearing the heat will have during competition. Czech Republic have a large team, 124 athletes, thanks in great part to their water polo, basketball and volleyball teams. In fact, it's a volleyball player that leads them out with the Czech flag, Jiří Prafa. All the flag bearers being instructed to keep about 50 metres or so ahead of the rest of the team.
People's Republic of Korea.
Repubblica Democratica Popolare di Corea.
Absolutely very little information on this team. Quite a few coaches, I think, in that delegation.
Denmark.
Danimarca.
So the Danes making their way onto the centre of the pitch of the stadium as we look out across the sweltering city. That's Nikolai Hartling, who's competing in athletics, and he's leading 50 athletes for Denmark. Most of them actually are competing in athletics. The Egyptians are looking to impress in Taekwondo, where they've brought a 14-strong team.
Estonia.
Edward Lebedev, four-time Estonian fencing champion in the team event, national bronze medalist in the individual a few years ago. And here
with every intention of bringing a medal home from the Universiade for Estonia. A country that's participated at the Summer Universiade since 1993, its first appearance at the Winter Games 4 years later, and that's where they tend to shine. Here in Naples, they're competing in 10 sports.
Kingdom of Eswatini.
Regno di Eswatini.
A big cheer from the crowd as they see the outfits. Real African style and African smiles. Some classic Neapolitan pop music, by the way,
Ethiopia.
accompanying
Federale
this
Democratica
procession.
di Etiopia.
Well, all 20 of Ethiopia's students are competing in one sport. Guess what that one might be? Athletics. And yeah, mostly long distance. Naples has produced many top singing artists over the years, and we're getting a full gamut of Neapolitan pop from the 50s all the way through to the current day during this procession.
Finland.
Finlandia.
Arttu Louarmanen, the judoka, leads out Finland. Traditionally, one of the biggest teams in the Winter Universiades, Finland comes to Naples with 83 young athletes. Taekwondo, judo and basketball are Finland's biggest squads here.
Francia.
France, first ever Winter Universiade took place in the French resort of Chamonix in 1960, but there's never been a Summer Universiade in France in the last 60 years, which is surprising really, given the country's early involvement in developing international sports events. Now, is this going to be a choreographed selfie? I don't think the stage manager's got much hope. I don't think she's going to move them on. Livio Cori from Naples, very much in the ascendancy right now on the Italian music scene. France still making their way around the stadium. They'll be competing in all sports except for basketball here in Naples. Gambia join us from West Africa with 2 athletes. One man, one woman who will compete in athletics. Well, if France are having this much fun at the opening ceremony, they're going to love the closing ceremony, aren't they?
Georgia.
Lasha Bikauri, judoka, current youth world champion, leads out Georgia. The country made its debut at the Summer Universiade in 1995 at the Fukuoka Games in Japan. And Bikauri is definitely one to watch in the judo. Here come the Germans, led out by Liang Qiu, German university table tennis champion, participating in his 3rd Summer Universiade. Germany's hosted 1 Summer Universiade in Duisburg in 1989. 79 countries competed at those games. 30 years on, and we have 125 here in Naples. It's a large contingent from Germany. The biggest squad within the team is in athletics, with 32 men and women taking part. Jennifer Tuttle, student leader for Ghana University and carrying the Ghanaian flag. Handball player for her university team in Ghana.
Guinea.
It must be daunting, mustn't it, to be your country's only representative and to walk across a stadium like the São Paulo all on your own.
China.
Hong Kong.
Ryan Choi Chun Yin is carrying the Hong Kong flag. He'll be competing in the fencing. But swimming will be Hong Kong's largest squad. They also have big squads in athletics and table tennis. Ghanaians still partying.
Hungary.
Ungheria.
Christian Tottel, judoka from Hungary, silver medalist at the World Championships in 2015 and silver at the Europeans in 2016, and competing here then in the judo and leading out 101 athletes from Hungary into these games. The biggest squads in water polo, basketball and volleyball. Which means I doubt there are many under 6 foot.
Indonesia.
Duty Chand, an athlete, leads out Indonesia. This is a 5th Summer Universiade for Italy as hosts. A rich, rich tradition. Some of the very first international university games took place in the early 20th century in Turin. And from there, from those small beginnings, we have come to this here in Naples, the 5th Summer Universiade for the country. Fencing and Taekwondo sees India's biggest squads, 119 athletes in total across 8 sports. And one of those sports is athletics. Duty Chand is the flag bearer. There she is.
Islamic Republic of Iran.
Repubblica Islamica dell'Iran.
Now, the Iranians are big on Taekwondo. They've brought 16 participants to compete in that sport here in Naples. Large number of Taekwondo athletes here in Naples. Very popular sport at university level.
Ireland.
Irlanda.
Jamie Hollywood from the men's football team leads out Ireland in his 2nd Universiade. Of course, many of these players, athletes competing here in Naples will go on to even bigger things in their sporting careers. Maybe one day they will make it to the Olympics and World Championships. And experiencing this atmosphere will help them to settle the nerves when it comes to those huge occasions at senior level. It's the second largest multi-sport event in the world, the Universiade, by participation numbers. And it gives these students a chance to experience the pressure cooker atmosphere of the big event, to experience the media, the interviews, the interests, the excitement, the medal ceremonies, and of course, ceremonies like this. Atsushi Shimada, who's here to compete in shooting, leads out the Japanese team. The second biggest team here in Naples, 279 athletes competing in every sport. But then we shouldn't be surprised, the Japanese have a rich heritage in university sport. They've hosted the Summer Games 3 times, second only to Italy's 5. Tokyo in 1967, Kobe in 85, and then 10 years later it came to Fukuoka. Some really strong judokas will be competing for medals in the judo. Literally about 200 meters from this stadium at the Fiera d'Oltremare, which is a big exhibition centre. In fact, this area of Naples is really the hub of sport, of international sport. It was created, or parts of it, many parts of it were created for the Mediterranean Games in the early 1960s. And some of those facilities have been refreshed and rebuilt and restructured for today's Universiade.
Kazakhstan.
Baris Kuan is a judoka, national university champion. He's after medals here, and he's starting by leading out his team, proudly waving that flag.
Kenya.
Well, it's the head of the Kenyan delegation that carries the flag. That's Murithi Salesio. I'm looking out across the stadium at the seats that the athletes are filling, and I'd say we're probably about halfway there.
Republic of Korea.
Repubblica di Corea.
Republic of Korea, the 4th largest team, just 3 athletes less than Russia.
and being led out by Old Chan Sig, one of their football players. Take them a while to get across the stadium. 272 athletes in total, competing in 13 sports. And it's not long ago that they played hosts to the Universiade when it came to Gwangju 4 years ago. Hugely successful Winter Olympics in Krasnoyarsk in March for the Koreans. They were second in the medal table. Admittedly, it was some distance behind the hosts, Russia, but they were by far one of the outstanding teams at those Winter Games.
Kyrgyzstan.
Shero Verlan, another judoka, leading out his team. The former Soviet states, very strong in judo.
Latvia.
Lettonia.
Davis Dudo, another judoka, leads out Latvia. The martial arts have a huge number of entrants, taekwondo and judo.
Lebanon.
Libano.
Leticia Aoun, who is in fact competing in the taekwondo, carries the flag for Lebanon.
Libya.
Libia.
So away from the Libyan,
Liechtenstein.
as around the stadium, the other athletes, they want to party. They don't want to sit on those chairs. They're dancing and clapping and getting the crowd on their feet. Lithuania, led by Romas Petkus, bronze medal winner at the European University Games last year in judo. So Naples, the host city, of course, but the whole region really is hosting these events. Sports spread throughout the region. Athletes being hosted in the towns of Salerno and Caserta.
But the ones being hosted here in Naples are being hosted on cruise ships in the port, which is a great idea. Eases the pressure on the hotels. Luxembourg led out by Flavio Gianotti from the sport of fencing.
Macau, China.
Macau.
Chow Man Hao, swimmer, leads out Macau.
Republic of North Macedonia.
Repubblica di Macedonia del Nord.
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Now, I'm going to attempt their flag bearer's name. It's Jenny Raueli Malala, or something like that. Whatever it is, she's having a great time. Vice champion of Africa at tennis, and proudly leading out Madagascar. Here come Malawi. Patience Chikalira will be competing in athletics, their sole representative here.
Malaysia.
Farah Abdul Hadi, gymnasts, flies the Malaysian flag. Mexico being led out by Dolores Hernandez, a diver, getting a big cheer from the Italian fans here. And Hernandez is a real hopeful for a medal in the diving for Mexico. Central American and Caribbean Games champion. Has won Grand Prix and competed at the London 2012 Olympic Games. Still to come this evening, a homage to classic Italian theatre, the Commedia dell'arte. That'll be fun. It's got a modern twist to it.
Republic of Moldova.
Moldova being led out by Vieru Denis. who's competing in the judo. We've got a breathtaking dive from the rafters of the stadium coming up. Of course, the arrival of the Games flag into the stadium, always a solemn moment. And then we will wrap things up once the cauldron is lit with a real star turn.
Monaco.
Top secret who that will be. But you'll love the songs. You'll want to sing along, trust me.
Mongolia.
Mongolia being led out by a judoka. Arguably their strongest squad for medals will be in the judo.
Le solite vecchiette maledicono i ragazzi che col pallone per giocare non trovano spazi. Gli ombrelloni giù da noi sono condomini, ci trovi parentele assurde con nuovi cugini. Fai pranzo e cena con una pizza di maccheroni. Leggende narrano che dopo se fai il bagno muori. C'è il venditore ambulante con i CD e chi ne parla male poi passa l'estate.
Montenegro.
Esploda quando in altri posti anche un traghetto sul laghetto va di moda. Guardo le stelle in cielo e se qualcuno brilla penserò che pure in cielo sei riuscita a mettere una firma. Vero, non siamo.
And again, it's a judoka who leads out the team, Nikola Gushi, 5th at the European Judo Championships last year, and that's the seniors. He's twice European University champion in the last couple of years. So Nikola Gushi really in fine form at the moment.
Mozambico.
Reggio Calabria, il lungomare affaccia sullo stretto. La gente è positiva e porta il mare dentro. Così bella quest'Italia, non la cambierei per niente. Te ne accorgi quando guardi dentro gli occhi della gente. Amo il Cilento e poi d'estate si va a Palinuro. Vita selvaggia come ad agosto in Sardegna. Ma ci divertiremmo pure a Barcaturo, perché non importa il posto ma una comitiva degna. A Pescara, Sicilia e Parti, Rimini e Riccione senza mai addormentarci. Tra gli inciuci di quartiere, le leggende di provincia. Noi cresciamo dove un sogno finisce appena incomincia. Vorrei svegliarmi presto la mattina, correre insieme e non sentirmi stanco, vivere spensierati come prima, il tempo vola in queste notti in bianco. Sto bene,
Nepal.
bene così, quanti difetti che c'è terra mia, sto bene così. Sto bene, sto bene così.
Netherlands.
Paesi Bassi.
Sto buona così, sto buona così, resto ingannata, guardo cielo e mi difendo.
Elsa Geerts, the gymnast, leads out the Netherlands.
Davvero chi siamo senza giudicare, storie d'estate, di barche lontane, di vicoli antichi che portano al mare. Vorrei svegliarmi presto la mattina, vivere spensierati come prima.
So whatever your favourite sport is, there's bound to be something that you're going to want to follow over the next 14 days or so of competition. Here's your list of choices: archery, athletics, basketball, diving, fencing, football, artistic gymnastics and rhythmic gymnastics,
New Zealand.
judo, rugby sevens, sailing, shooting, swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, tennis, volleyball and water polo. As New Zealand are led out by Aaron Booth. He'll be competing in decathlon. and he's already the national indoor record holder and bronze medalist at the Universiade in Taipei last year, 2 years ago. So Aaron Booth leads out the team as he begins his campaign for a second medal at his second Universiade.
Norway.
Norvegia.
The New Zealanders very well choreographed. They'd obviously practiced it. They stopped halfway across the stadium, posed, cameraman took a picture, they moved on. No one even noticed. Like clockwork. Norwegians led out by Harald Frey, a basketball player. Across the hills, but back on to Naples. We have the beautiful Bay of Naples on one side of the stadium and the hills on the inside that give this part of the world a unique climate. The mountains get very cold in winter. The coast gets very humid in the summer. And that humidity may have an effect in some of the outdoor sports, because coupled with the summer heat, it's really something that you've got to face and you've got to take on as an athlete. Oman will be competing in 3 sports here in Naples: swimming, athletics and taekwondo, with a total of 16 athletes.
Palestina.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that flag bearer before, so I think he was a volunteer. So there are definitely some athletes who have not been able to make it to the opening ceremony or have chosen not to because of the heat, and because they were either competing earlier today in some of the qualifiers or will be competing early tomorrow morning. Everyone gets a go at the closing ceremony though, don't they? Sports that began today: basketball, diving, artistic gymnastics and water polo. And it's pretty much a full programme starting tomorrow.
Filippine.
10 sports in all tomorrow, with medals being won in diving, fencing, artistic gymnastics, judo, shooting and swimming tomorrow. Paweł Halaba of Poland from the volleyball team carries the flag. Yep, a total of 222 medals up for grabs over the next 14 days across 18 sports. I wonder how many of those will go home with this Polish team. Here comes Portugal, the flag bearer Miguel Cunha, a volleyball player and national university champion this season. They brought a total of 72 student athletes to participate in 10 sports.
Romania.
Of course, it's not just about the sport for these students, as Carmen Pieri begins her song. She's from one of the Universiade's host towns, Salerno. It's absolutely huge in Italy right now.
Russian Federation.
Federazione russa.
Kirill Prigoda is their flag bearer, world champion swimmer. And he leads out the third largest team here in Naples, despite them not competing in athletics. But they are competing in every other sport. Krasnoyarsk hosted the most recent Winter Universiade back in March, where the Russians dominated right across the board, finishing top of the medal table, well ahead of their nearest challengers, South Korea. Here in Naples, Russia's represented by a total of 275 athletes, 31 of them competing in swimming. Just the Winter Games they've hosted. Russia's hosted the Summer Games twice, in 2013 in Kazan, and exactly 40 years earlier in Moscow, prelude to hosting the Olympic Games. Carmen Pieri with the music, 16 years old, and winner of Italy's version of The Voice last month. And now she can claim she's also performed at a major opening ceremony. The huge Russian team still making its way across the stadium. San Marino begins its walk. And these Universiades, an opportunity for these students not just to excel in their sports, but also to experience new things, new experiences, see new parts of the world that they would never otherwise get to. And they've got tours set up for them across Campania and across the city of Naples. It's one of the largest city centres in Europe that is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, so plenty for them to see. Of course, the Amalfi Coast, the Sorrento Coast, Pompeii, Herculaneum. And many of these students will be taking time out after the games to visit this part of Italy and maybe even go beyond. Here comes Singapore, led out by Tatiana Wong, last year's World Junior Fencing Champion. Gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014 as well, in the team event. Fencing, one of those sports that the host nation Italy will expect to do well. They always return medals at the Olympic Games and always very successful in the sport of fencing at the Universiade as well. But Italy as a team will appear last as the host nation.
Slovenia.
Well, they'll be easy to spot on the playing field. Urška Kuharic leads them out, and she will spend the next few days competing in the shooting.
Somalia.
Tutti quanti parlano per me e per te. Se sciacquano la bocca ma canna sapere che stai dedicata a chi si so ma non lo sa la notte si va a cuccare. Yamma currimma pigliamma
South Africa.
Sudafrica.
e carinne suona. Noi siamo chilla che cuppa che niente faccimme miracoli e crescimme figlio. Sì, come a me, basta una parola per capire, per sapere. Sì, come a me, ci guardando tu capisci che tu capisci a me. Capisci a me. Sì, come a me, fa come a me, ai sa capo non tiene niente a vedere. Sì, come a me.
So for the teams that came out earlier,
Spain.
it's really a chance to get to know each other, because what's clear is that, you know, the swimmers all know each other, the fencers all know each other, they all know each other according to sport, but this is a great opportunity to get to know athletes from other sports, to get to know how they do their training, how they do their fitness and their diets, exchange tips. But I suspect tonight they're probably all discussing which are the best bars that they've discovered already, and maybe which are the best restaurants to eat on board those cruise ships that they're staying on. Spain's chosen not to compete in athletics here, but they're aiming for medals in sailing, taekwondo and shooting, as Sri Lanka make their way out into the stadium.
Spaziava vicino una creatura ancora, catenava per turno buono, a bestia cace pigliai per preda più andava, ma non suona, nessuna cadetta buona che era successa, ma per l'esercito poi non fece.
Here come the Swedes,
Sweden.
Spezia.
led by Linda Bergstrom, quarter-finalist at the European Games in Minsk in table tennis, and competing here in Naples in that sport with hopes of a medal.
Switzerland.
Svizzera.
Marco Walter leads them out, bronze medal winner at the last Universiade in gymnastics. Yes.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad e Tobago.
It's a mix of Olympiad and university. Nothing cleverer than that.
Avesse fatta storma da messaggi.
Turkey.
Turchia.
Immana con te. Onesto con si tu vai, si tu vai, si tu vai,
Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan.
si tu vai, si tu vai, si tu vai.
Uganda.
Uganda.
Uganda will compete in 3 sports: athletics. They have 16 athletes taking part. Tennis with 3 players, and swimming with 5 swimmers, 3 men, 2 women. The country's competed in 7 summer Universiades since 2001, and they're very proud of a number of their big success stories, like Bushine Kipkeme, who won 3 athletic golds at the 2005 Games, and Dorcas Ajok, who won a gold medal in the 1500s at the Games held in South Korea, and then went on to become the first Ugandan woman to win 3 medals at a Universiade. So we'll see how Uganda do as Ukraine make their way into the stadium. Diana Carpets flying the flag. Bronze medal winner at the last Universiade in volleyball. And the Ukrainians hoping to go 1 or 2 better this time round. Going for gold or silver.
United Arab Emirates.
Emirati Arabi Uniti.
UAE being led out by Luta Abdul Rahman, who's competing in the Taekwondo. Most of these teams travel with their own media person, taking the photographs, writing the copy, getting it sent out across the world, and of course tweeting.
and Instagramming and
United
all the rest of
Kingdom
it.
of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Regno Unito di Gran Bretagna e Irlanda del Nord.
90 athletes from Great Britain competing in 9 sports. Water polo is the only team sport the country's competing in, and there's a strong contingent from Loughborough, and Edinburgh University is aiming for medals in this swimming. And they're enjoying it.
United States of America.
Stati Uniti d'America.
400 members competing in 19 sports. And last time round they claimed 51 medals, including 16 golds. USA competing in all sports here in Naples, except for rugby sevens and sailing. We love you too. They've been present at every Universiade since 1965, winning a total of 470 gold medals. Now, somewhere in that lot, waving at the camera, 5 returning medalists from last time round. Matt Zumbo in archery, Michaela Gorka of Taekwondo, Connor Wilson also Taekwondo, the fencer Philip Shin, Angela Guan, who's competing in table tennis, and athlete Bianca Bookman. Huge swimming team, which dominated last time round, picking up 28 medals, 11 of them were gold. Definitely one of the teams to beat. Now, the women's basketball team is an interesting story. The USA's women's basketball team failed to win a medal in the last summer Universiade, despite being amongst the favourites. And this time, they say they are on a mission to avenge that defeat 2 years ago. And they'll be represented by Mississippi State University team. The first time that university is representing its country in a Universiade. Big event for the USA, this. And the USA team, they always have the kit that everybody wants. You see them when they're walking around the city, people going up and asking if they can have their T-shirts. Can you swap? You have your baseball caps, your shorts. Uruguay getting the host fans on their side right from the start. We're almost there with this procession. Some of the protocol now, some of the more formal sections of the ceremony just around the corner. Uzbekistan start their parade. I'll be interested to see how long it takes the many stage managers that are down there amongst the athletes, how long it takes them to get them all seated. Because at the moment they're having a party in the middle of the stadium.
Vietnam.
Virgin Islands,
Isole Vergini.
Zambia.
Chabala Obre flies the flag for Zambia and will be competing in athletics. The African nations very strong in athletics. And hopeful of going home with medals in that, in those different disciplines, different events within that sport.
Zimbabwe.
Now, I wouldn't bet on it, but this may be the last country of the procession. Vambela Onglovu, the tennis player, is our final flag bearer. The crowd have worked out that this procession is coming to a climax with the host team, Italy, making its way out of the tunnel, working their way towards the centre of the stadium. The biggest cheer of the night. Has just ripped through this neighbourhood of Naples. If there'd been a roof, it would have been raised by that. Well, not surprisingly, they make up the biggest team here, a total of 301 athletes competing in every single sport, and I can tell you they're determined to top the medal table 14 days from now. Since that first Universiade in 1959, Italy has won 757 medals, 222 of them gold, 247 silver, and 288 bronze. Gloria by Umberto Tozzi, one of Italy's biggest singer-songwriters of the last 30 years. Belts out across the speakers. And it's glory they're hunting for, and their biggest squads are in football, swimming and athletics. But every one of these young men and women will want to really shine in their home country. the crowds are half as loud as they are in here, they will add probably 100% to the performances of these athletes. Oh, there are mums and dads, brothers and sisters, plenty of grandparents as well in the grandstands, shouting the place down, and no doubt around the nation watching their TVs. It's going out on their main national terrestrial channel to a huge following of millions. The music's fitting, but I'm hoping that our colleagues in sound give you a mix that lets you hear the crowd in this stadium, who at the moment are belting out football chants of Italia, Italia. Now, I don't know if these athletes have been assigned specific seating areas, but it's a bit like being in class. No one really wants to sit at the front, I don't think. Well, the Italian team have broken away from the stage managers and have gone over to the crowd and are now, well, as you can see, saluting their friends, their families, and the people of Naples who've come out to cheer them on at this opening ceremony. Breaks into spontaneous singing. And so the show goes on as the Italian team parties. Vesuvius is lit.
Welcome, Italy. Welcome all the nations. Welcome to all the athletes of the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019.
Benvenuta Italia, benvenute tutte le nazioni, benvenuti gli atleti protagonisti della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019.
Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano.
Time now to indulge our love of all things Italian with a tribute to the host nation. And it's Malika Ayane who sings a classic 80s pop song called L'Italiano.
Italia gli spaghetti al dente, partigiano come presidente, con l'autoradio sempre nella mano destra, un canarino giallo alla finestra. Buongiorno Italia con i tuoi artisti, con troppa America sui manifesti, con le canzoni, con l'amore, con il cuore, con più donne, sempre meno suore. Buongiorno Italia, buongiorno Maria, con gli occhi pieni di malinconia. Buongiorno Dio, lo sai che ci sono anch'io. Lasciatemi cantare con la chitarra in mano, lasciatemi cantare una canzone piano piano, lasciatemi cantare perché ne sono fiera, sono un'italiana, l'italiana vera.
If you're into fashion, check out that dress.
Lasciatemi cantare perché ne sono fiera, sono un'italiana, l'italiana vera.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the flag of the Italian Republic, carried by Bebe Vio. Thank you, Malika Ayane.
Yes, a remarkable dress by Armani, and an even more remarkable woman wearing it, carrying the Italian flag. With a big smile, Bebe Vio, Paralympic fencing champion in Rio, world and European champion, and going to Tokyo for her country again next year. She also happens to be a student. The band of the Carabinieri. Many of their colleagues carrying out their security duties outside the stadium this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the Italian Republic.
Signore e signori, alziamoci per l'inno della Repubblica Italiana.
It's the 5th time Italy has hosted the Summer Universiade and the Winter Games, and they've played host 11 times. They're getting quite good at it. So a huge tradition in the event now. Okay, here we go. A modern take on the classic Italian theatre genre, the Commedia dell'arte. Hundreds of dancers from 40 different stage schools, all dressed as Pulcinella, probably the most famous character of the Commedia dell'arte that over the years has spread and morphed into characters all over the world. And in English, it's translated as Punch. Music from 90s electro master Marco Messina. from the traditions of the late Renaissance with a very modern twist. We move to the literature that Naples has inspired over centuries. Neapolitan actress Yaya Forte pays homage to texts by Totò and Edoardo De Filippo.
Canzone appassionata, tutte bellezze Napoli sono state decantate, da Bobbio a Tagliaferri, di Giacomo, Valente, in versi, prosa, musica, ma chi può dire più niente? Chi te ne coraggio di qualcosa, dopo che sti poeti grandi assai, d'accordo son che stata di una cosa, che sto paese non si scorda mai. Napoli è un paese curioso, è un teatro antico sempre aperto, a tutte nasce gente che senza concerto scende per strada e sa recitare. Non è che lo fanno apposta, ma per loro o panorama è una scenografia, o popolo è una bella compagnia, l'elettricista è Dio che fa campare. Ognuno fa una parte, una macchietta, si sceglie o tipo, o nome, la truccatura, l'intercalare, la camminatura per fare successo e poi si fa guardare.
If you're learning Italian and you're wondering why you can't understand a word, that was all in Neapolitan dialect. The Neapolitans hugely proud of their city and their region and their culture. And obviously for social reasons, over the centuries have spread across the world. But the saying is that they will always come back. Now you'll be holding your breath for this next scene. We're going to recreate the famous ancient Greek pastum fresco, found by archaeologists in 1968, painted on a tomb 2,500 years ago. It shows a young man diving into water. Here at the San Paolo, our diver is going to jump from 30 meters up. In slow-mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the President of the Campania region.
So we come to the formal part of proceedings now. Our VIPs will make their speeches and then we will see the arrival of the FISU Games flag.
Grazie a tutti per essere qui questa sera. È un'emozione incredibile per me e per tutti quanti noi essere in questo stadio meraviglioso nel quale abbiamo raccolto delegazioni di 130 paesi. Devo ringraziare in primo luogo il Presidente della Repubblica Sergio Mattarella che ci onora con la sua presenza e dimostra ancora una volta il suo affetto per Napoli e per la Campania. Ringrazio le autorità di ogni ordine e grado, ringrazio le delegazioni dei 130 paesi, ringrazio quanti ci hanno aiutato a realizzare questo evento straordinario. Rivolgo un saluto a Oleg Matisin che ci ha dato fiducia e un saluto particolare, un augurio a quella che abbiamo voluto fosse la mascotte delle Universiadi, una piccola donna che la sua sfida l'ha vinta. È qui con noi Noemi, cui rivolgiamo un augurio di felicità per la sua vita. 70 impianti ristrutturati o realizzati ex novo in 10 mesi. Sembrava una sfida impossibile, eppure siamo qui. È stato un lavoro enorme. Abbiamo voluto questo evento per alcune ragioni. La prima, come occasione di incontro e di pace fra ragazzi di tanti paesi del mondo. Avete visto sfilare pochi minuti fa ragazzi di paesi che sono in guerra fra di loro, ma che si trovano qui a Napoli in una manifestazione di pace, di solidarietà. Abbiamo voluto questo evento come grande occasione di sviluppo turistico ed economico di Napoli e della Campania. Abbiamo avuto infine questo evento per suscitare un grande movimento sportivo giovanile nei quartieri, nelle periferie. Le Universiadi passeranno, i nostri giovani rimarranno e lo sport è un canale privilegiato per aggregare i giovani e per trasmettere valori di solidarietà, di rispetto umano, di lealtà. E aver realizzato decine di impianti rende possibile questo obiettivo. Consentitemi di rivolgere un benvenuto ai 6.000 ragazzi e ragazze che sono qui in questo stadio che è diventato bellissimo. Dear friends, dear students, we are very pleased to meet you here at Naples. Firstly, I want to give you my first regards to you, to your families, to your countries. We are sure that this event will be fully successful in the name of the sport, of the solidarity against every kind of violence, of racism, of intolerance. This is a land endowed of a great heritage of culture, of history, of art, of archaeology. This is the city where was born the first lake university of the world, the region where was born the first medical school of the world. This is a land blessed by God. Capri, Ischia, Sorrento, Amalfi, Ravello, Pompei. This is a region unique in the world, unique in the world. And so, we wish you an agreeable stay in our region, in our city. We wait for you next month, next year, as tourists, and above all, as friends of Naples and of Italy. Thank you very much and good luck. Dunque, ci siamo. Questa sera Napoli e la Campania hanno l'onore di rappresentare l'Italia intera. E dunque, buone Universiadi, viva Napoli, viva l'Italia unita. Grazie a tutti.
Ladies and gentlemen, the International University Sports Federation President, Oleg Matitsin.
Signore e signori, il presidente della Federazione Internazionale Sport Universitari, Oleg Matitsin.
Your Excellency, President Sergio Mattarella, dear friends, dear athletes, buonasera. Benvenuti to the 30th Summer Universiade of the International University Sport Federation. Some of you have traveled from far away, others from places that are closer. But in coming to Italy, all of our journeys have connected with the history of university sport and also with the future. It is here in Italy that Universiade started 60 years ago. From here, our movement had spread out all around the world, and we have returned stronger than ever. Stronger because we have discovered that competition does so much more than just determine a ranking of competitors. Stronger because we have discovered together that the values of sport are values which matter to us every day. Stronger because the lessons of sport have proven again and again to be as powerful as anything we might learn in classroom. Dear athletes, FISU wishes you every success in the coming days. Not all of you will finish with the medal, but please remember that the biggest victory is one available to all of you, the chance to leave Napoli as a better person. Look beyond the competitions and you will find wonderful life lessons in the special culture of Italy, in Napoli, Campania region, in the architecture of this wonderful city and the natural beauty all around us. Learn from all of this and you will become one of the leaders our planet needs. Dear athletes, look around you. In this stadium, on this magical night, you will see the many different faces of our planet. You should be proud of what makes you different, what makes you special. Be unique, like the motto of the Universiade says. At the same time, remember that you are here because what we have in common is such stronger than the voices which hope to drive us apart. Already you can see in this stadium how many nations can come together in peaceful understanding. To quote the IOC President Thomas Bach speaking to the world leaders just last weekend, by being here, you are sending an important message to the world. Yes, it's possible to compete with each other, but to live together peacefully. Our love of sport, our desire to measure ourselves in friendly competitions, make us part of the single and very special family. As members of the same sport family, there is love and there is also respect. Please, respect each other. Respect the efforts of those who have helped you achieve your goal of being here tonight. And respect yourself too, by playing fairly. The way in which you compete will always be more important than the result. Finally, before we listen to the welcome address from the IOC President, Dr. Thomas Bach, in a few short moments, please remember that so many have worked so hard to make all of this possible. Perhaps you might allow me to send the example with an expression of gratitude for all of the work of the organizers of this summer Universiade. country of Italy, Region Campania, Napoli, and of course our great FISU team. Grazie Italy, grazie Napoli, forza l'Universiade, avanti!
Mr. President of the Italian Republic, Your Excellency Sergio Mattarella, dear FISU President Oleg Matizin, dear athletes, Buonasera Napoli. This evening marks the beginning of something special for all athletes. Over the coming days of competition, you will give it your best, make new friends, and take an important step for your sporting future. This Universiade will be your moment to shine in the sport you love so much. To all the athletes I say, always compete in the Olympic spirit of friendship, respect, and fair play. Most importantly, enjoy every moment of this incredible experience. And who knows, perhaps Napoli will be the beginning of your journey to the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020. From my own experience of competing at the Universiade during my student days, as you can see not too long ago, I know one thing for sure. You will make memories that will last a lifetime. As Napoli welcomes university athletes from around the world, let me congratulate FISU on the 60th anniversary of the Universiade. What better occasion to return to Italy than to celebrate this remarkable milestone. You in FISU have every reason to look back on an impressive history of inspiring university students with the values of sport. I wish you all the best for at least the next 60 years and beyond. And now enjoy this Universiade and celebrate the special moments that only sport can give us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Italian Republic, Sergio Mattarella.
Signore e signori, il Presidente della Repubblica Italiana, Sergio Mattarella.
Nella certezza che questo grande evento sportivo contribuirà a rafforzare i legami di amicizia tra i popoli del mondo, dichiaro aperta la 30ª edizione della Universiade estiva Napoli 2019.
The President declares open the Games, the 30th Universiade.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the International University Sports Federation flag carried by Italian outstanding academics and sports legends.
Signore e signori, diamo il benvenuto alla bandiera della Federazione Internazionale Sport Universitari, portata da eccellenze della ricerca universitaria italiana e leggende dello sport.
Now they're going to do this differently. For the first time in a Universiade, the FISU flag of the International Federation of University Sports
former diver and Olympic
will be carried not just by athletes but by 4 university researchers too.
Klaus Di Biasi, tuffatore, medaglia d'oro in 3 edizioni consecutive dei Giochi Olimpici.
That's Klaus Di Biasi, the diver.
Physicist, member of the LIGO-Virgo International Collaboration, whose leaders have been awarded the 2017 Nobel Prize for the Detection of Gravitational Waves.
Annalisa Locca, fisica, membro della collaborazione internazionale LIGO-Virgo, i cui leader sono stati insigniti con il premio Nobel per la fisica 2017 per la scoperta delle onde gravitazionali.
Giuseppe Abbagnale, Italian rower, winner of 2 consecutive Olympic golds and 7 world titles.
Giuseppe Abbagnale, canottiere vincitore di 2 ori olimpici consecutivi e 7 mondiali nel canottaggio.
Giorgio Vacchiano, environmental scientist and researcher in forest ecology.
Giorgio Vacchiano, scienziato e ricercatore in gestione forestale sostenibile.
Maria Felicia De Laurentiis, professor in astrophysics and member of the Event Horizon Telescope Collaboration, known for the release of the first ever image of a black hole.
Maria Felicia De Laurentiis, professoressa di astrofisica, membro del gruppo Event Horizon Telescope, noto per aver scattato la prima foto di un buco nero.
Paolo Trapanese, Olympic water polo champion, world champion at the Zagabria 1987 Universiade.
Paolo Trapanese, campione olimpionico di pallanuoto, campione del mondo alle Universiadi di Zagabria del 1987.
Antonio Perreca, physicist, member of the LIGO-Virgo International Collaboration, whose leaders have been awarded the 2017 Nobel Prize for the Detection of Gravitational Waves.
Antonio Perreca, fisico, membro della collaborazione internazionale LIGO-Virgo, i cui leader sono stati insigniti con il premio Nobel per la fisica 2017 per la scoperta delle onde gravitazionali.
Antonietta Di Martino, Italian high jump record holder and 6 times champion.
Antonietta Di Martino, primatista italiana di salto in alto, 6 volte campionessa italiana assoluta.
Real emphasis at these games on the importance that sport and education together can bring. That flag will soon be lifted aloft to the top of the flagpole. It will be followed by the FISU anthem. Students of the Accademia della Nunziatella, one of the most prestigious military schools in Italy, carry the flag.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the International University Sports Federation anthem.
First sang,
Signore e signori, alziamoci per l'inno
first sung
della
at the
Federazione
1959
Internazionale Sport
Universiade,
Universitari.
and it's all in Latin, but we're going to get a modern twist on it tonight.
Gaudeamus igitur, Juvenes sumus. Gaudeamus igitur, Juvenes
Local boy and X-Factor competitor Andrea D'Alessio bringing the anthem into the 21st century.
Ladies and gentlemen, the oaths of the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019.
Signore e signori, i giuramenti della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, the athlete's oath. On behalf of all the athletes, Luca Zini, rugby player.
Signore e signori, il giuramento degli atleti. A nome di tutti gli atleti, Luca Zini, rugbista.
On behalf of all the student athletes, I promise that we shall take part in the Universiade, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern it, committing ourselves to a sport without doping and without drugs, in the true spirit of sportsmanship, fair play, for the glory, for the honor of our teams, and for the achievement of international university sports movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges and technical officials' oath. On behalf of all the judges, Silvia Stori, international swimming judge.
Signore e signori, il giuramento dei giudici e degli ufficiali tecnici. A nome di tutti i giudici, Silvia Azzori, arbitro internazionale di nuoto.
In the name of all the judges and technical officials, I promise that we shall officiate in this Universiade with completely impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern it, in true spirit of sportsmanship.
Coming now is a tribute to the sports of the 30th Summer Universiade. And the judokas that you can see running on to the stage there have been drawn from a club set up in the underprivileged Scampia neighbourhood of Naples to help young people out of poverty and away from crime. Emphasis in this part of the show is the energy that we can all get from sport. 22 years old, bringing a rap twist to that classic song. Almost torch time. It's been a long journey for the torch of these games. carried by the people of Italy and Naples around the country to seats of learning and to the FISU headquarters in Switzerland as well. He's made a trip to the Vatican. And travelled extensively around the region of Campania. Now, 1 month since it was lit, the torch arrives at the San Paolo in Napoli.
This is the time to shine. Please welcome the flame of the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019.
È il momento di risplendere. Diamo il benvenuto alla torcia della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019.
And now it's going to be passed to the final three carriers.
13 times Italian Youth Games champion and gold medal at the Sydney 2000 Olympics.
Pino Maddaloni, judoka. 13 volte campione d'Italia ai Giochi della Gioventù.
It weighs 1.5 kilos and is recyclable, apparently, that torch, although I don't think anyone's going to throw it away.
Diego Occhiuzzi, fencer, bronze medal at the Pechino 2008 Olympics and silver medal at the London 2012 Olympics.
Diego Occhiuzzi.
There was no torch at the first Universiade 60 years ago. Instead, they carried a scroll on which were written the athletes' oaths. The torch was only introduced in 1961 at the Bulgarian Games in Sofia.
Carlotta Ferlito, gymnast, participant of the Youth Olympics in Singapore, London 2012 and Rio de Janeiro 2016 Olympics.
Some huge sporting names have carried the Universiade torch over the years. Nadia Comaneci lit the cauldron in 1981. A few years later, Olympic long jumper Heidi Rosenthal did the same. But who will light the cauldron this time? Is that a football I see?
Alex Meret, footballer, Napoli goalkeeper.
Alex Meret, calciatore, portiere della squadra del Napoli.
captain of Napoli and Italy, at his home stadium in front of his home fans.
Capitano del Napoli e attaccante della nazionale italiana.
Such huge names of kickballs on this hallowed turf. Zoff, Cannavaro, Careca, Cavani, Maradona. They've all played here and hit the target. No pressure at all, Mr. Insigne. The flaming football flies from the São Paulo Stadium and flies towards Vesuvius. And you'll notice it's not actually a burning flame. This is a sustainable cauldron. It's all lights. No fuel being burnt at these Universiades, in the cauldron anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019 is not over yet. Get ready to welcome a very special guest.
And he is a very special guest too.
Signore e signori, la cerimonia di apertura della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019 non è finita. Prepariamoci ad accogliere un ospite speciale.
Performers have run forward now. The athletes have been released to move into the actual grandstand to get a better view. It's midnight here in Naples, and I suspect some of those athletes will be heading to their beds because they've got an early start in the morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Bocelli.
Signore e signori, Andrea Bocelli.
And so the games and the party can begin. The great Andrea Bocelli has some classic Italian sing-along songs for us, and he's joined by Andrea Griminelli on the flute. Classic Neapolitan song, Funiculi Funicular, inspired by the inauguration of the first funicular to reach the top of Vesuvius in the 19th century. And the modern-day funicular is the way of getting around and up and down central historic Naples. Now he's joined by his son, Matteo.
Sempre guidarti saprà, tu non arrenderti, attento a non perderti, e il tuo passato avrà senso per te. Vorrei che credessi in te stesso, ma sì, in ogni passo che muoverai qui è un viaggio infinito, sorriderò se nel tempo che fugge mi porti con te. Ascoltami, followmi, abbracciami, followmi.
Father and son with the whole of the São Paulo in their hands. Now, no big Italian sporting event could do without this song. Been a very Italian opening ceremony. We've had the opera, we've had the theatre and the literature. But now it's time for the sports to begin. 14 days of terrific action. The crowd are on their feet for Andrea Bocelli. Now, the Neapolitans love their fireworks, and we will finish tonight with a firework display over the city. as Vesuvius burns inside the San Paolo Stadium. It's been a great show involving over 450 production staff behind the scenes from 19 different nations, and it set up beautifully a fortnight of sporting action. Naples is ready. 6,000 athletes are in the blocks, ready and steady to go. From me, Alec Wilkinson, from the San Paolo in Naples, it's ciao ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to the opening ceremony of the 30th Summer Universiade Napoli 2019.
Signore e signori, grazie per aver partecipato alla cerimonia di apertura della 30ª Universiade estiva Napoli 2019.
Maybe I'll fit up tonight, I'm gonna tell you about it. I've been thinking for some time, I wanna figure it out. Baby, I don't think we're right, and now I'm starting to doubt if you really wanna be with me. Gotta make it real clear to keep your lady. It seems like every day we fight, but we're staying together. You always seem to change your mind, giving me pain and pleasure. Do you want me at your side? 'Cause I could find another man who could treat me better. Never leave and make it last forever. Hey, we could make it if we tried. Hey, we shouldn't fake this, it isn't right. Hey, I think you had enough of me. It's not so bad, try to be happy for us. What do you want from me? Baby, I don't ask for much, I'm not that demanding. At times with you it's tough, am I misunderstanding? I thought we were in love, never thought of ending something that I thought would last, but we can't even if we change it back. Hey, we could make it if we tried. Hey, we shouldn't break this, is it right? Hey, I think you had enough of me. It's not so bad, try to be happy for us. What do you want? I could spend all my life just trying to find a one-size-fits-all.